Christ. Why would you create such a thing?
I don't know, man. This seems like something I'd make in a session of D&D.
Yeah. Fucking, yeah, specifically to spite the ranger or something.
Oh, man, did I ever tell you about the reverse fishing session?
No.
Okay, so I had this thing that I did in D&D.
Yeah,
that was
just
called
put the controller down, you might as well.
Okay, it was called the Circle of Slaughter.
Yeah.
Where basically what it was the whole thing with this D&D campaign is they were going through a dungeon that was reforming itself, and each level by level was something brand new, right?
Right.
And basically there'd be a portal at the end of each level that would take you to a deeper level.
Right.
And every so often you could compete in challenges called the Circle of Slaughter, which would take you to like a deeper level. It acted as a warp zone. Mm-hmm. And one of the Circles of Slaughter, basically what it is there's this. It's a big circular area, and you fight in it.
Makes sense.
And one of them was a tiny circle platform within a bigger, wide circle of water.
Okay.
And inside that water were lizard people with spears on rope.
Oh!
Who would spear you and pull you into the water with them. The players called it reverse fishing.
Makes sense.
And they hated it and loved it, depending on which character they were. The heavies loved it because they couldn't get pulled, and then hated it when they got pulled because they couldn't swim because of their armor.
If they couldn't get pulled... Oh, I guess the fucking lizardmen started teaming up.
That or they just rolled bad.
Ah.
I remember Wesley rolled bad and got pulled into the water and almost drowned, and he was like a halfling in heavy armor, and his dog mount saved his ass.
I was gonna say, how do you... A halfling in heavy armor is the weirdest fucking thing.
Why? +1 to AC in 3.5 edition.
Okay. Fair enough.
So he was a halfling with 21 armor.
That'll do it.
He called himself Minimus, and he was a knight, until he realized that his character model was actually a she, and then started going through some shit. He decided to play it out in character and actually have his character be transgendered. It was amazing.
Alright, let's get this started.
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
Shit, maybe you should leave that in.
Yeah, I will. We're back!
Alright. I just realized I've been forgetting to talk about something. Today, everyone online is going to hear about Cam's adventures in pharmaceuticals.
Oh yeah! Kind of waiting for the moment you talk about that.
Okay, so any regular watchers will know that I've been working at EV Games for some time. But things are sort of becoming weird there, and I'm not sure I want to stay. So for a while now, I've been looking for another job. And I got one working at a pharmacy.
Well, this is interesting.
Oh shit. Can you save me?
Not in here. I don't need you, I can handle this on
Okay, so I got a job working at a pharmacy. And like day one, they're just like, hey Cam, I want you to sort the narcotics. And
which is, well.
This was like an hour after, this was like an hour of difference between me being like,
that was
some dude off the street. So at first I thought like, hey, maybe these people are just really quick to trust. So naturally I had a new job and I was talking to Jay about it, and he's like, dude, you're in a drug cartel.
It's pretty obvious, I'm just saying.
And I'm like, nah, dude, it's not a drug cartel. It's not at all a drug cartel. They're just really, really trusting, letting me handle the narcotics.
No one's that trusting with narcotics.
In a room with access to the outside world where I could just take all the narcotics, run, and be $20,000 richer. Day two, they're like, hey Cam, handle this methadone shit. And now's when I start to get a little bit suspicious. Because methadone is an incredibly controlled substance. This was also the day they started letting me handle, like, oxytocin and shit.
Yeah, this is shit you need licenses for.
You don't need licenses to handle it, but it's the kind of thing that, like, when it's your second day, you'd think they'd send a supervisor to, like,
especially because, yeah,
supervise you.
I was gonna say, you wouldn't have even had your background check yet.
Yeah, my background check wasn't done yet at that point. Apparently I was really convincing in the interview, and oh god, it's this. Jay, you handle it. I'm in storytime mode.
Go ahead. Well, alright.
Okay. Basically,
Oh, geez. Oh, crap!
the next few days passed rather innocuously. Very little happened. I sorted out some standard run-of-the-mill medication, stuff like that.
Jump on my back if you don't want to fucking deal with it.
And, really nothing of significance happened. And Jay insisted I was in a drug cartel, and I insisted Jay was wrong.
I can handle this on my own if you don't wanna.
No, I'll join in for this. And then,
I just noticed there's a pair of purple eyes in the background.
after about 5 more days of working in this place, they're like, hey Cam, you're a smart guy. We're gonna have you work with our compounding worker, and she's gonna teach you how to compound, and you're gonna help make some stuff. And at this point, I realized that I was really a glorified lab assistant, and I was okay with this for a while. It's slightly disturbed because I have no qualifications in chemistry. But like,
Fantastic.
for the longest time, my work history has consisted of shit. We don't have anyone qualified to do this job, but Cam's pretty clever. Let's just throw him at it and see how this goes.
Yeah.
So I figured, hell, I'll just roll with it for a little bit. Besides,
where it
this
goes.
woman's clearly educated. She knows what she's doing. It was then that they left me alone during some manufacturing of kidney dialysis drugs.
That shit you don't want to fuck up.
Yeah, which as most of you may know, is some serious shit. And they left me unsupervised and told me to keep doing it. And I was a little uncomfortable, but I did it to the best of my abilities, and I'm fairly confident I fucked up nothing. But, you know, just
Fucking hey.
as effectively a layperson, I don't feel I should be responsible for that. Anyway, we wind up having to stay late, because as it turns out, this pharmacy isn't so good at pre-planning shit.
Not at all.
And despite having almost 2 years to get this dialysis drugs done for, I shit you not, government tests of how the medication will work in kidney dialysis. This was experimental medication that they had me making solo for a while. As an untrained layperson.
Yep.
Anyway, we go late, and I get to talking with the woman who's actually, like, in charge of compounding these drugs.
I'm just gonna stop trying to make that one jump that keeps killing me.
And she starts telling me how she's not satisfied with how her work's going, and like she doesn't like the bosses, so she's thinking of quitting. And she tells me in what I thought was a jocular tone that she's just gonna quit. That she's just gonna quit and teach me compounding, and then I'll be in charge of it. I thought she was joking. Turns out, they actually wanted to teach me compounding all the way through. And at this point, I start to get really nervous, and Jay reasserts his drug cartel theory.
Oops.
That I'm clearly working for a drug cartel who's doing some...
It's pretty convincing. I'm just saying.
I maintain it's not a drug cartel. But here's where things get really, really, really sketchy.
Sketchiest.
I bring up to this woman who is in charge of making kidney dialysis drugs to save people's lives, that I'm uncomfortable doing this kind of shit unsupervised because I have no actual formal training in this shit.
Right.
And she replies, "Oh, don't worry, I don't have any formal training in this either. That's why I have all these notes around the place
That was just embarrassing.
to help me remember how to do things. And you're clever, you'll pick it up."
That's not the kind of thing you want to say about fucking kidney dialysis. Oh, don't worry. The guy who made your drugs doesn't know how to do it, but he's clever. He'll pick it up.
He'll pick it up.
Is that the kind of thing you want to hear when you pick up your medicine?
Life-saving drugs are not the kind of thing that should be muddled through the first couple of times. But yeah, there was
What the fuck? Why won't it go down?
I don't know, Jay.
I was pushing sideways. I don't fucking understand what
But
the hell
yeah.
this game wants from me.
Hearing that, and also some like knowledge about the actual company itself, how they're chronically understaffed, how they're constantly running out of money, and not having enough money to keep enough drugs on the shelf in some instances, like very basic drugs like Tylenol 2s. That they're having to borrow money to keep their shelves stocked with very basic, cheap drugs. That they're having to rent out the basement to, like, I'm not sure, I never met these people, but I could smell pot through 2 floors. So much pot.
Like I said, the more he tells me, the more I affirm my suspicions that this place is not just not on the level. This place is hyper illegal.
And the way it was it was 4 basic buildings. And from what I heard from when I was getting hired, they used to own a lot more buildings, but had to give some of them up because of the hard times that they went through at some point. And it turns out these hard times also involved a shitload of people getting fired, government contracts not getting filled, and a lot of people canceling contracts with them.
Oh,
So
geez,
they're
I
in
am
disaster
doing better
recovery
now.
mode with people who don't know how to schedule while chronically understaffed
Fuck.
and having to borrow money.
Yep.
And making drugs with no actual chemists available to make them or supervising the making of them.
Oh, come on. Okay, so I don't jump for that first one. Good to know.
So, yeah, I quit. You want me to try?
Nah, yeah, whatever. I thought you were trying.
I was trying. I tried jumping.
Alright, I guess I'm in control.
Oh, wait, I'm on your back, so I didn't have any controls. Let me do it now.
Okay.
Oh, you don't have to jump for that first one.
Yeah, that's the mistake I just said aloud.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Whoopsie doodle.
Alright. Yeah, that's the story of how
Cam's Adventures in Pharmaceuticals.
Cam's adventures in illegal pharmaceuticals.
And that's how I held a job for about a week and a half and then quit.
Actually, stay on my back. I think I can do it on my... Alright, never mind. Fuck it. Duck.
I did duck.
Well, that's weird. Why
I think we have to hold A, maybe.
Maybe.
I'll stay on your back.
Yeah, let's see what happens. Fuck.
Good work, Jack.
Yep, I'm the greatest.
You're on your own this time, I think.
Yep. Almost. Next time I will be. Let's see if I can't pull it off.
So yeah, that's the sketchiest job I've ever been in, and I've been in some not entirely legit jobs before. But that was...
Oh, god damn it. Alright.
that took the cake.
That takes the cake for sketch. Well, it's on my own. I think we're gonna game over soon. Fuck. I fucking hate these minecart stages. Like, I love them and hate them at the same time.
And people, I've never actually mentioned the name of the pharmacy to anyone.
Probably for the best. Oh, crap.
But some people I did mention a location to, and I'm asking you just to keep it to yourselves if you happen to have derived what pharmacy this was.
Yeah.
Because I'm kind of under a confidentiality agreement, and I probably shouldn't have said as much as I have.
Yeah, if you don't name a name.
However, if someone happens to know for a fact that what they were doing is illegal, let me know. Point me to the law on the books. I live in Ontario, Canada, in case you guys don't happen to know. And I will report them.
Pretty sure most of that is illegal.
Because I'm fairly certain that A, my uncertainty that this was illegal, and B, my willingness to go to the cops will pretty much exonerate me from any wrongdoing.
Yeah. Man, we get a lot of these coins.
Yeah,
Alright.
fair number.
Yeah. Come on, tubular waves. Let's get back to that frickin' minecart.
But yeah, if someone can find the law on the books, that'd be awesome. Also, I think there's a secret exit to this level.
There was for the previous one, certainly. Oh, man. Right, so yeah, that's Cam's Adventures at freaking illegal pharmacies. Well, I still think it's illegal.
Oh, I'm 90% sure it's
Hop
illegal.
on my back, go down underneath the barrel. Alright, let's do this thing.
But I don't know where the law in the books is, and I don't want to, like,
make a misjudgment.
I don't want to go to the cops with something that turns out to not be illegal.
Just frowned upon.
Yeah. Like, if this turns out to be a totally legit business practice where you can just compound drugs without having a degree or being supervised by someone who has a degree, I don't want to go to the cops and waste their time with this shit.
Alright, it begins.
But even if it's not illegal, it is
Frowned
morally gray at the least.
Oh boy, here we go.
Oh boy, roller coasters.
Yeah, it's this again. Just stay on this middle track. Nope.
Sorry.
Why?
I thought I was heading to the side. I guess not.
Nope. That's why I was saying stay on the middle track, because the
Yeah,
jumping between
You
things
instinctively press the diagonal.
doesn't- Yeah. The game fucks with you deliberately.
It's Donkey
And-
Kong. It wouldn't be Donkey Kong unless it fucked with you deliberately.
Donkey Kong is the Nintendo Dark Souls.
Donkey Souls.
Monkey Souls.
Banana Souls. Dark Bananas.
Well, we got a new life. That's good. Ooh, that was close. Oh, jeez. There's always a bigger fish. These walls move. Don't bother with them. Oh,
How did we not make that?
I don't know. This game is weird. Hold on a second. 1 minute. We'll see you next time, folks.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.